What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Guys, back yet again. More Last Day on Earth action. Got hopefully a good, probably a little bit of a shorter video today. We are jumping in to get some continued progress is what we are working towards here. And I am very excited for the second portion of this video. Very excited. The first part that I want to do is crack open some crates. We just finished the season. Literally, we just swapped over into the new season. No new events quite yet. It looks like something's getting planned on the map. Let's go take a look at that really quickly. I don't know if this is a bug. It seems intentional. So I just want to showcase this. I think something is coming. I'm recording this on the 21st, so keep that in mind. But we have the commune event going on. So just to give you a quick idea, we knocked out, went in, and we took care of the port lab really quick. We've got the commune event going on. Just started a couple hours ago. We've got wreck ship as well. We knocked that out, and we're gearing up here for Blackport PD on Christmas Eve, interestingly enough. But so we've got some levels, which is pretty cool. When you go in and you do port lab and take care of the whole thing, you get a whole bunch of levels. But commune is set up, but it's all the way over here, which means new event, something's dropping in this space. That's my guess. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I think is probably about to happen. So we'll see what goes on with that. But just want to showcase that. So what I want to do in the video to get things going is just crack the crates that we got. I feel like this is pretty interesting. It's kind of fun to see what we get, see how our luck stacks up if you're able to go in and obviously complete these things as well. So we got the crates we're gonna do. We're gonna jump over, do some mercenary contracts here, and we should also have some blueprints here to grab as well. So we'll take a look for those. So I'm kind of excited. I'm just gonna go from the top down. We're gonna do, actually, we'll do the extremely rare infinite pack first, and then we'll work up. I'm gonna just get my face out of the way. So that's what we're rocking with. We'll open all these up, which is pretty cool. Again, we'll do the mercenaries. We'll get a little bit of settlement progress. We'll knock out, we have some special forces pack. I think, what were these from? I think this was from the taking down the bosses, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll jump in and knock those out as well. But we're in here. Let's hit the extremely rare one first. There's some cool designs in this one. That's kind of neat. This I actually really like. That's pretty dang cool. And then yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that one, but of course we're gonna get this, so that's neat. We get some solid armor here, so that's cool. What replaced this one? Oh, that's actually really dope. Take a look at that. That's cool. All right, we'll do the rare infinite packs. We're gonna get that. We got a nice little Glock action, so that's good. Some weapons going. We'll do the very rare, and a little bit of a little Raider helmet action. What do we got for this? A suitcase backpack for the weekend. That's interesting. All right, let's hit the 30 infinite packs. All right, backpack style. Ooh, actually very rare. Nice. Just keep clicking through these. We'll see how many we can get. I'm gonna try to keep track. So we got one. There's a Glock. Nice. We'll get some, should get some good stuff from this. Some armors. $30 packs I feel like is pretty good. That's pretty solid for us. All right, so we got a second one. A third one. Hey, and we are done. Interestingly enough, we are done with the rare slot. And look at this. This is actually a really good M16. That is really cool. I'm actually more stoked about the opportunity to get this than I am these cosmetics. I'm hoping we can replace all of these. Getting these packs where we have all of the cosmetics gone and then 3 weapons in these slots would be huge every season. I like that you can get the cosmetics. That's really cool. You're gonna, I feel like you're gonna get the season cosmetics if you get the full reward track, just with the other packs that we're gonna pick up. So having weapons in these slots and getting 30 chances at good weapons would be amazing. All right, so there's our fourth one. We hit an extremely rare, which is awesome. What is this? Oh my God, that is so cool. Look at that backpack. Oh my God. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Now I do want that. I actually want that. That's so good. That's so good. Nice. There's our first M16. That's huge. All right, we're sitting at 4 at exactly halfway with one M16. Oh, come on. Give me this very rare backpack. That's actually so cool. I'll give it to them. They got some cool cosmetics. But getting the opportunity to get guns out of these things would be awesome. All right, there's our fifth one. That's a very rare. Nice. There's our second M16. So we're going to be able to pick up here. Come on, give me one more extremely rare. Okay, there's a very rare and an M16. So we're at 6 and 3. All right, last one here. Good amount of Glocks too. All right, so we hit, out of 30 packs, we hit 9 with a good mix of rare, very rare, and extremely rare. That's pretty solid. I'm pretty happy with this. What is this? Oh my gosh, look at this thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's awesome. I'm excited to continue to work through these seasons and try to knock out the rest of these, honestly. Like I said, I think it would be so good to have, you know, the guns inside of here to be able to do. So we got some Special Forces packs. We just got the 3. Let's open them up. We get a Glock. This is opportunity to get a tactical backpack in here. We're gonna get one. So this is probably the best pack. And that event, I can't, what is that? It's like Boss Hunt, or I can't remember what it's called. You know what I'm talking about, where you go, the arena, where you go into the arena and fight the bosses. That's where you're getting these from. So Special Forces packs, I know a lot of people really put a high value on tactical backpacks, which you absolutely should for the space considerations. That is a great way to get it. You just need to get 6, you'll be guaranteed 1. So work that event as best you can. Boom, there we go. I'm hoping I can get at least one of the weapons in the bottom here. And we struck out, which is not uncommon. Buying these things, I really don't recommend. Just personally, just grind the stuff. Just grind the things. All right, we got some weapon mod blueprints here. Rottweiler puppy, a Dragonov blueprint. We'll make sure we got everything here. We've been stacking up some good stuff here. I don't think, yeah, we just got the Mercenary contract. So, all right, let's jump into some weapon mods here. Let's see. These first 3 are going to be basic. Small ammo. Thingy. Nothing great there. All right, so these should all be extremely rares. Give me one. I'm not missing a ton of weapon blueprints for the basic weapons, right? Obviously for the Dragonov, we have a lot of stuff still to get. But I am missing a handful, a decent handful actually, quite a few of the actual weapon mods that give the special abilities. We could get one of those out of these. This would be huge. All right, tack stock we have. Silencer we have. And gut hook blade. Unfortunately, we have all 3 of these. These are not bad mods. Tack stock's actually really good. The silencer's pretty solid. Although not on a great weapon. So I'm gonna do the drone blueprint first here. Dude, and we have this one already. Stabilizer. That is rough. All right, come on, Dragunov. Give me something I don't got. Be purple. Dang it. But we don't have it already. Muzzle brake. Oh, this is actually huge. I think this is our first muzzle attachment. Let's take a look at this really quick. It is. It's our first muzzle attachment, which is going to make for our ability to put this on here. We're going to finally be able to fill our Dragunovs out a little bit better. This is actually a really easy blueprint to put together too. When I take a look at it, fiberglass is a little rough. We're pretty low on that. I need to be starting to grind some of that. But other than that, tons of springs. Rest of the stuff's pretty basic. So we're gonna just get and fill this up, and it does do increased damage. So I'm kind of curious. Let's grab our Dragunov really fast, and let's see what net change this is gonna be. The other thing I've thought about doing is breaking the Dragunovs that we have down. I have considered that. I haven't moved forward with that yet. I would love to get a magazine here. That would be cool. We've got a couple of different optics. So higher crit chance but lower crit damage. It might make sense to move to this optic just to balance these out a little bit. I'll have to play around with it. Not as big a fan of the 8x sight. Obviously the extra damage, but the speed penalty, you can see the DPS change here. DPS is damage per second. Very good statistic, and I am a fan of a weapon being able to fire faster rather than slower, based on some of the enemies in the game. So this is kind of a flip-flop for me. I might actually change to this. So we have an opportunity for red laser or this handle at this point, which is good. We have not put our tactical stock on. I actually think that is the best stock. Yeah, this one's good. This is probably like the low grade upgrade. It's probably a little bit of a toss up. This one is better DPS, but this is more durability. Might be worth sacrificing the 1 DPS for this rather than this one, but we have this one, which is pretty awesome. And again, you can see kind of where we're going to turn this into. Man, look at this. Look at the speed on this. Holy moly. Look at how much it changes. This is the one I want. Aluminum handguard. I'm going to go look to see. Maybe we can take a look at that. That's cool. All right, and then we get, again, this is probably, I don't know if it's the worst out of these 3 or these 6, 7 that we have here. Wow, that actually does, that's pretty significant. 6 additional DPS. This one looks like just added crit damage, crit chance here. This one seems to be, the elite muzzle brake seems to be pretty good. You're adding some damage. Crit chance goes up huge. But you sacrifice durability and speed, which I'm not a fan of. That one doesn't seem to be worth. You put the silencer on. Silencer is probably also worth. Noise reduction is really good. You get some extra damage. You're not really impacting speed. You drop the range, which you know, kind of doesn't matter. Only matters in a few instances when you're fighting like turrets and a few enemies. You do lose a little bit of durability there. And then we have this improved flash hider, which just smokes your speed but increases your crit chance and damage at 120 DPS. I want to say FPS. 120 DPS. The crit chance here, though, being that high, with this high amount of critical damage, probably means you're doling out, I don't know, a lot of damage with a shot. Man, it's interesting. There's a variance here. I think the one we would want to get outside of the one we have is the silencer. I think this one might be interesting, but speed is reduced so greatly. We will definitely just take this standard muzzle brake. Here's the thing. If I could just get to a point where I could get the magazine, because I would want that extra durability, is great, and then you get your crit chance up. and then get this freaking aluminum handguard. This thing would be a monster, an absolute monster. There's a lot we could do here. Deals critical damage to all enemies in line. This is really good. That's really solid. And then you get aim shot, which is critical damage to an enemy. So again, depending on if you were able to get some of these active mods, you know, maybe setting this weapon up to be a higher crit chance or higher crit damage would make a lot of sense. But as it stands now, just having it be to the point where we're focused on DPS with the few mods that we have makes a ton of sense at this point. So I'm actually really happy with the loadout here. I didn't really look at the optics. There's a few for damage. Get a little bit more damage there. Get the big scope on it. Big damage, big speed reduction. But huge crit damage though. So this would be the way to go to get, if you got that active skill mod, maybe really pump the critical damage up. Because then using it, then we're going to get even more. You know, it's kind of a weird balance here, but I'm actually pretty happy with our build. Then if we get a magazine and a handguard, be in good shape, actually. In really good shape. I'm going to save this. I like this. This is good. This is probably going to start changing my opinion on this weapon, where I think this is really cool. I think it's neat that it's added in. You've got to find the right times to use it, but if we can pick up a few additional mods, this thing can be an absolute beast. I'm just curious to see as we take a look at this. Yeah, I wish it would kind of give us an indicator of what rarity some of these are. I would love to see the rarity on this aluminum handguard. Again, even if we got the tactical handguard, might be worth it, although the speed reduction is a little tough. The aluminum is definitely the way that we want to go, at least initially, if we can try to find this. And then again, I'm surprised there's only a single magazine, but it is really good. I mean, across the board, these are really solid stats, so those are things to take a look at. So really happy with this. This thing is shaping up to be quite good. This Dragunov is shaping up to be quite good at 122. It's crazy as we have this AK that's 184, but that's just because of fire rate. That's purely just because of fire rate and speed. And again, we could do some different things here. We could get some better stability, you know, sacrificing some crit chance and some durability for that. We could focus a little bit more on damage. I've been asked quite a few times to work through and do a kind of overview of weapon mods. So probably we'll do that, put that together, because again, we have a pretty good balance of a lot of these outside of some active skill ones. As you can see, we're pretty well situated for the weapons. So nice. And then unfortunately, we didn't get another drone blueprint. So we're just kind of working through these. I would love to get boomstick done. I need to keep working towards, now at this point, I think, doing the transport hub and looking to get these rotors. I just need a few more. We got an opportunity to get these, I think, in the crate inside the little police section area, as well as obviously from any of the crates that we pull and drop down there. So we have gotten a few additional things done. I have finished up some mods, so we're actually sitting okay with our drone. Our drone is kind of starting to make its way, but we need a lot more of these different things. You need these active mods for some of these other mods to make sense and to even be used, right? So Scorcher, we're not going to finish combustible mixture unless we get the Scorcher, right? So we're not going to put a ton into that. I've been putting a few excess parts that we've had to get that done. Same thing here. I could fill that up, but really the focus is boomstick or trying to hopefully get some additional drone blueprints to hit some of these active skills, which would be good. So that was nice. That was really nice. I'm happy with this overall. That's pretty good. We're starting to fill this Dragunov out, and it's looking not too terrible when we get all done. So we're gonna go drop these off. We'll do that over at the Bunker Alpha, get those traded in. But now, for the second part of the video, the part I have been looking forward to for a little while now, and I'm excited we finally have an option to do this and have the ability, rather, to get this done. So Slate, we've been grinding it. We have been grinding. And we're here. And I can finally fill up and finish the level 3 garage. This is huge. This is going to be huge, I think. Personally, I believe this is going to be huge for our expedition progress. Now, we're going to have to probably drop in a ton of materials. We're going to have to probably drop in a ton of stuff to get this van upgraded more. But we have finally hit garage level 3. Super excited about this. This is the last build on the garage. That's it. We were able to get the old van up to level 19, and look at that. We can now start grinding it up farther than that. So very excited about this. Chipboard, that's not one that I would have wanted to see. Transmission's not bad. Turret parts is going to be pretty easy. And iron parts. I want to see what we can get done here. So I'm going to try to figure out, I'm going to see if I have enough chipboard and iron parts first. We have the turret parts and the other stuff, the transmission. Although we don't have a ton of ATV transmissions. We need to be careful there. All right, we don't have a ton of iron parts. That's not super detrimental. I have exactly 8 chipboard. Oh boy. The tough part now is we're still grinding slate. We still need to upgrade some of these areas. I need to see what it takes to make iron parts. Okay. Well, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna make a bunch of iron parts here is what we're gonna do. I have been stockpiling basic resources here. I've been hitting transport hub. I've been hitting the sewer. I've been just grinding as much asbestos and as much slate as I possibly can. And I'm really trying to put a ton of focus on getting this done. So I want to now we have, I think that's it. I think that's it for the base build portion of this, at least for the areas outside of us. I'm going to go check that when we jump back in there. I don't know if I have any spare turret parts. We're just going to grab 20 from here. And we have 11 ATV transmissions. So, but we're done. I'm pretty sure. I can't think of anything else that we would need to do. I think we just completed the totality of it. Yeah, so this is all the way leveled up. Headquarters is all the way leveled up, at least for now. This is all the way leveled up. Yeah, and garage, we just hit it. We just finished it off. We hit it up to level 3. Oh, that's huge. All right, let's fill this up. Boom. Level 20 now. Holy moly. I have the resin. All right, I need 20 factory parts, 30 steel plates, and 16 engine parts. Oh, I forgot to look. Hold on, let's look. I think we're at 70 damage. 70 damage. Keep that in mind. 70 damage. That's important. That's important. Because I want to see where we're able to get this up to. I really, truly believe if we can really grind up this van and get it all the way up to level 30, I think we're going to have a great opportunity to like really, really make some good expedition progress. I needed a good handful of those. I needed steel plates to the tune of 30, I believe, and then I needed factory parts. And luckily we have enough of this stuff. We did some base reorganization. We got the med cabinet. If you didn't go check that video out, go look at it. It was a good one. We've had some like triumph moments. We've had some like, I feel like big leaps forward in these last couple of episodes, which is just so awesome. Finally getting, you know, it's whenever you hit those kind of monumental milestone things where you get things upgraded or get the access to things you didn't have before, it's absolutely amazing. All right, so we're up to 87. Woo! Okay, and this is where we're gonna get held up because I don't have 16 chipboard. God dang it. I have the hydraulic parts. That part's not easy. That's not too difficult. 30 wire, 30 cables is a lot, and 30 motor oil is a lot. Let's just see where we're at from those perspectives. I don't have the chipboard. I'm fresh out of chipboard. The tough part now is we need chipboard to do a lot of the other wall upgrades at least. Which kind of stinks. So we're good on cables, which is good. We're good on cables. And motor oil. Oh, we're good on motor oil. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's just getting the chipboard that's going to be pretty difficult. But we got 2 levels, and we're going to keep grinding this. I don't want to do any more expedition progress really until we can at least get a handful more levels, right? But 87 damage is good. That's 17 additional, more armor. We have a higher crit chance. We're up to 5% now, which is really, really nice. So that is pretty cool. And it's just going to be about chipboard. Yeah, I mean, it's just like throwing us to buying the... yeah, that's totally not worth. We'll just grind the chipboard. We need resin and the wood chips to be able to do that. And I've got plenty of hydraulic parts. I kind of had a feeling that these upper level minivans were going to be like pretty tough, to be honest. I really did. I thought that it was going to be like this, where it's going to be really grindy at the upper levels to get them done. But we got a couple levels done, and we'll keep our eye on it. We'll keep grinding that and try to do a progress update. So last thing I want to do here, we got 36 mercenary contracts. Let's crack them open. See if we get anything cool. See if we can get any new mercenaries or any contracts that we need. I would love to get a Lemmy. Please, in the next 26 for Christmas, give me a Lemmy. That's all I want. Just so we can upgrade him. Come on, baby. We need lots of stripes. Dude, no way! No way. Let's go! Let's go! We are, oh my gosh, the next settlement, the next expedition progress update video is going to be so huge. Oh, this is amazing. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Now we need the stripes. That was a lot of the same one. That was, look at that. We got 5 of those in a row. It's a little crazy. Okay, Chris, not bad. We'll take it. We had 6 more. Out of 26, we got 2 guys, and we got a legendary or a very rare or whatever the case, whatever. Why was I back there? That was really weird. But we can finally upgrade this guy. Oh my gosh, that's so huge. All right, so 2352 he's at right now with 1958 health and 34 damage. Let's increase the rank. Look at that. Almost 300 additional health, 4 additional damage, 12 additional armor, so he's going to be able to sustain a little bit, and +2 luck, which is really nice. And that brings his max up, which we can get him to in line with our upper echelon guys here of getting it up to 40. Now, we want to level him up. Man, that's a lot. I knew it was going to go this route, but it's worthwhile. I want to get him at least 1 more level. So we're going to sacrifice some stripes here to be able to do that. But an additional 214 health, even more damage, more armor. He's got a really high level of luck, actually. I don't know how that compares to the rest of these guys. 89, 69. Okay, so maybe it's not as high as I thought. 62. The good part here, we could get Chris. We could really drive Chris up. This is like my core team here, so let's just get these guys leveled up. If I was able to get him up to 40, I could actually have the contract to get him to his last level. I didn't even think about this, but Lemmy opens up offbeat every 5th shot. Actually, we already had that because he was up to level 30. Never mind. So we already had his skills. We need to get 1 more of him and get him up to level 40 to get that going. The other thing we might be able to do is get Connor You're gonna be able to do 2 levels for Connor here. Dude, he got 2,000 health. He's not great from a damage perspective. The guy has 393 armor and an extra % of dodge, which is really good. Oh my gosh. I'm so pumped. So freaking pumped to do some expeditions. I feel like we're gonna just, man, we're so close on him. We could get him to level 40. Is it worth it? We'd have to spend all of our universal stripes to do that. And we have the contract. This is so tough. I don't want to. Oh my gosh. I do, but I don't. This is so tough. It's one of those things where it's like, what else am I going to use those for, right? Because we have a core team. Connor, Lemmy, and Chris is our core team to try to knock this out. They're the guys with the highest gear score. I think, excuse me, their abilities mesh really well. So all those things are really nice. And I think the turrets with, you know, Connor's ability to reset some things, and then Chris can, you know, essentially reduce defenses and slow them down a little bit and just provide some area damage. I think that combination works. We got really good damage coming in from Lemmy. Connor just soaks up everything at the front line. I mean, we could get him to recover his health. An extra 2 levels would give him so much extra health. But I don't want to use... We're talking literally every universal stripe we have, basically. All but, what, 2 of them to get him up there. But then we could get him into essentially what I think would be the last... I think it's the last stage. I don't know if they go to 5th. Maybe they go to 60. This would show that it would go... So he'd get to 40. He would hit this, so they can get to 60. That's really high. I'm gonna have to think about it. I can't make the decision now, because the flip side of this ends up being is we could also, we have this guy, we have Chris's contract here too, so we could get him leveled up. It's one of those things where we could spend 8. We could then, you know, take the balance. We could get him to 37. We could spend universals and probably get Lemmy up to 33, and that would be a really good balanced team. Oh, that's so tough. The other guy we could, and I have thought about, we have a ton of these, is working Jack. Jack ends up being a pretty good frontline guy. He just pales in comparison, but he's also, well, he just doesn't have as much health. And this, the wall is pretty cool, right? It does provoke the enemies, so it can draw and keep things away from like our back line and some of that stuff. I don't know. I like him. I think he's good. If you have him, he can be a great frontliner for you. You know, when I look at damage comparison, though, he's just not dealing the same amount of damage. And at the higher stages, we need good damage. So he's got 495 in armor, though. So he can take some more hits despite having, you know, half the health. I don't really have anywhere else good to spend those besides Tucker. And Tucker definitely has a good place. His ability to deal damage, you know, take care of some of the explosive zombies and some of those things is really nice. I just think comparatively to the other damage dealers we have, Lemmy just easily aces him, right? And that's my thought. I'm gonna have to stew on this a little bit. I'm really gonna have to stew on this a little bit because I want to get good progress. I want to put these where it makes sense. I feel like I really would love to get Connor all the way up to 40 just to get him into the next range, but at the same time spreading it out might make more sense, and getting Chris and Lemmy to both be a little bit stronger. might be a better play. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna leave it. We're gonna think about it. This was a great episode. I'm super excited to keep powering up our van, and I'm super excited to keep powering up our mercenaries and see in the next episode how much expedition progress we could truly get to. So make sure to stick around for that. I'm gonna flash some socials. I know this was kind of just me talking open crates. We got some amazing luck, so I'm super happy about that. Can happen. You just gotta grind. You just gotta grind, and hopefully your settlement progress is going well as well. In addition to that, so we're doing this right before. Like I said, I'm recording this on the 21st, so right before the holidays. So hopefully you're having a good holiday. Hope you had a Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Whatever you celebrate, hopefully you had an opportunity to do that. Spend some time, family, friends, enjoy it. Get a chance to maybe grind a little bit last day on Earth while you're hanging out, eating some good food, watching football, doing whatever you do, doing whatever you enjoy over this time period, and hopefully again being able to play some games and enjoy that as well. So like, comment, subscribe, help me get to 1,000 subs. We're on the grind there. We've made really nice progress this year. Don't think we'll get there before year end. Could be surprised if everybody that watches these videos just hit the subscribe button for it. We could probably get there. But help me get there in the new year. I would really appreciate it. And just thanks for all the support, likes and comments. That stuff is great. Share these videos with friends if you think they would find them interesting, or again, if there's any good tips as we walk through things like the the blueprints and some of the weapon mods and some of that stuff. We'll be doing some guides, I think, here coming very shortly, so stay tuned to the channel for that. But other than that, before I die, I'm gonna jump back to the base and we'll close this one out. Doc Average Gamer, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.